Okay, Fighting Corner has been about four things today. We started off this morning, we spoke about the price myth. That price isn't everything. There are many other factors to consider when people make the choices to choose and use the shops that they do. Things like convenience, things like range, things like affinity, expertise, trustworthiness, and so on. We looked and took on head-on the fact that being the lowest price in town is a one-way street. It destroys value in your business, it attracts the wrong kinds of customers, and it only leads to one thing, which is more low prices. We ended up talking about, the third part of that was about, it was about facts. We looked at what we know about the big guys. Maplin's was a particular example. Sainsbury's was used as well. What we know about their costs and their need to recover those costs. And the fact that they are, on average, marking up everything by 100%, whilst only buying at roughly 10% at most, less than you. The result of all of that is no margin advantage. You don't need to mark up at anything like the rate that they need to. In fact, a 60% markup with your prices will probably price match them, even if they were buying at 20% less than you, which we know they are not. So that rational argument about you having price advantage was put before you. The fourth session today about our price survey, we'll go into that into more detail, and we've actually got the facts and the data that say that it's also true. So we spent a bit of time talking about the price myth. We moved on to wiping the floor with the big guys, which is all about the things about you and your business that small independent retailers have that the big guys will never have and only wish that they could. Some of them are trying to emulate some of the things that you're doing. Our friends at PC World, for example, do know how. They'll never make a success of that because they are big. They can't. It's inherently flawed. We moved on as well about a whole load of things that you can do to promote particular factors and aspects of your business. So how do you encourage people to understand that you are actually very convenient to use? How do you encourage people to understand that you are actually an expert and knowledgeable in your field? Yeah? Without having to deal with people. This is how do you show people that you are these things that you've never yet actually met. How do you show people that you'd actually be nice to deal with? That if they bought something from you and for whatever reason they needed to revisit you, that they could come back and you wouldn't be a bit funny about it. So, yeah? How do you go about promoting those things? There are ways to do it. We covered those off.